Okay, well I don't think it matters too much because we don't really have anything to trade, but a frogman caravan from Yifwag has arrived in order to do business with us. Um, let's see. Currently the only trade depot we have is right here. I do have a new one scheduled to be built right here. And eventually we're going to have a little walkway around it, maybe roads or something. A little pier next to it that lets the merchants stretch their legs and walk out over the pond a little bit, maybe something like that. I don't know what we're gonna do. The crazy frogmen just dive head first into the pond, washing blood off of themselves from the battles that they had on their journey here. Apparently their oxen don't really care. Or their horses and mules just waded through with them. Good for them. Currently, Dion is standing on top of the wall, just relaxing. He's flown up there with his little Pegasus wings and is just hanging out, watching the merchants roll in. The wild animals we currently have to deal with are Ulm ponies down in the caverns that we're about ready to breach into, and albatross that are flying around. Currently not bothering us, but I'm sure they will be. You can see them over here. They look like dead trees flying around. They've got camouflage. They look like the forest. Where are they? But yeah, they're there, and I'm sure they'll be coming to bother us soon enough. They're just flying back and forth on a holding pattern. An Ashurcam caravan from Okarma's army already has arrived. Sorry folks, the beach is not set up yet. We are still establishing the resort. A silver Zelik caravan has arrived. Good lord, word has gotten out about our little outpost here. It's late summer, by the way. 17th Galena. In the year 1116. A whole bunch of people are just flooding in. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have anything to trade. I don't have any crafts ponies at this point. I don't have anything to trade them, which is really unfortunate. A drow caravan has arrived. Some drows are trying to take a vacation in the sun here. Quite odd to see them out and about. Bedrooms are still being set up. I've also got walls being smoothed down. I'm thinking that if I smooth down some of these walls, it'll make it easier for you all to actually visualize what is going on here. I do know it's kind of an absolute clusterfuck with all these icons. But who knows, we could be wiped out in the next month or two whenever a siege shows up or something like that. So, who knows what's going to happen. This could all be for naught. I'm expanding the stairwells, trying to get a little bit more stone. I need a whole bunch more Santa clays, because that's what all the red stuff I'm building is made out of. And, let's see, what else do we have going on? There's the downward stairwell right there. Right here. This leads all the way down to the next cavern, or to this cavern layer, which is where we're going to be breaking through shortly. We'll be mining out this wall and maybe even putting a barracks here eventually. I think it does help whenever I smooth down the walls. It stands out visually a whole lot better. So yeah, we got some engravers being worked on. Maybe we can get some stories engraved too, before we go belly up here and see what history our ponies feel like writing about. Dion is still up there. He's a pony with beautiful wings, so I know he can get down whenever he wants. Our military, they can stand down actually. Stand down, ponies. Got no further need of you. Let's see, what trade goods do I have? Training weapons. Got a couple battle axes, a whole bunch of leather I could trade away if it was worth something, which it's not. You know what, let's trade away... Can I trade away all of this small clothing? It's basically just gloves and stuff like that, socks and shoes. Caterpie silk trousers, small spider silk trousers. Don't know where those came from, but we're gonna take them. Oh wait, I do know where those came from. Those are, all this small clothing is from the elves, those 2 elf slaves that I brought with us. I slaughtered them. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that in a previous clip, but yeah, they're no longer with us. Rest in peace. I think that's it. That's everything we need to set up. Food stockpiles are still doing good. Drink stockpiles are fine. I'll have the barns set up, or the farms set up soon enough. I still need pastures too for some of my animals, damn it. I'll have to set up a small, maybe a little, well, that might be too close to the edge. I'll have to set up a small barn somewhere with a little pasture, I guess. A couple pastures, I don't know what we're gonna do here. I haven't used pastures yet. I need also to get some boxes, some nesting boxes. Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff I could do, but I'm not gonna do it on screen just yet. I'm gonna let the dwarfs, the ponies here, get back to doing whatever they're doing, and whenever our merchant friend is done hauling stuff up here, we will do some trading as well, and see what all of these wonderful civilizations have brought us. Here they are. These are all the ones we've bumped into so far. No doubt we'll be at war with at least one of these within the next year or two. Okay, well, we've got some stuff hauled over here to the trade depot to get rid of, and our broker Hangnail is hanging around there, just waiting to barter away some of our goods. I don't have that much stuff to trade. I just have the clothing and stuff from the elves that we brought along with us and then slaughtered. They dropped probably about 5,000 pony bucks worth of stuff. There's not a whole lot that I'm actually going to trade for. With these merchants, because they didn't bring that much for us. We're going to trade for a couple shields, copper shield, copper targe, copper shield, another copper shield there. Primarily because we already have decent axes. We don't have any armor, and I think that's all they've got. Copper pestle, don't need that. Yeah, we're gonna try to, I guess, equip our ponies with a little bit better armor. We'll let them make 136 bucks, pony bucks there. No, you greedy assholes, you're not going to get all that. How about that? There we go. They wanted to make like 500 pony bucks profit. Not acceptable. The drow here, let's see, they've got bars, they got crashed UFO pieces. I don't know what I could build out of those. Road sign scrap, all types of wasteland scrap that we could build stuff out of. I don't know if ponies have the ability to use wasteland scrap and ancient technology like that. I know we've got various pockets of scrap in our walls as we're mining down to the caverns that we could probably dig out. Yeah, don't need any of this stuff. Fungi wood drow, blah blah blah, small spidey pet stuff. Don't need any sandbags. I don't need any seeds. Don't need chests. Don't need gems. Don't need anvils. A demite anvil. That's expensive. 2,000. I am going to trade for all of this food here, starting right here. Prepared firework lung. Cave fish, octopre. Cave lobster. Wisp stalks. Is that food? A stack of 5 wisp stalks. Lowland pickles. And now we're into the thread and stuff. I don't need thread, I don't need cloth, I don't need cheese. I do need to put something up for trade. There's a profit of 130 for them. And they don't want anything else, so wonderful. Then we have the Azurkim elves from Okarma Zami Ardi. Let's see what they brought. They brought clear glass. We're going to trade for some of the glass here, just in case one of our ponies has a mood. I do need some cheap ropes, because I have no idea when I'm going to be able to craft my own. Let's put a few things up for trade here. And we're going to take all of their food as well. So a bunch of small clothing pieces, sun gold pieces, moss green dye bag, carnation seeds. Don't need any of that. Here we go. I think this is the food starting. Hey look, more derpicorn. Derpicorn tooth earring. It's a derpicorn tooth earring made from derpicorn. I think that is the opposite of a unicorn. It's a derpicorn. Its horn is saggy and droopy and quite pitiful, I think. If we see any out in the wilds, we will be sure to put them down. And I think that's good. I don't need any of their cheese. I don't need crutches or splints. They want all of that stuff as well, which I can tell you, I guess they're gonna get. Fuck. I meant to unhighlight it and I pressed T instead. Well, congratulations, you fucking elves. You old karma bastards. You just made a bunch of profit. I hope you're proud of yourselves. And the silver Zelix here. Let's see what they have to trade. Black bronze picks and stuff. Golly dwarf leather bag. These merchants only brought one caged animal, well, 2 caged animals. They brought a magic goose, which I can't afford, and they brought a caged robot that I can't afford either. Maybe someday in the far future we'll be able to trade for all that stuff there. Well, I might actually have to look for a way to spend more money here. There's no way I'm letting them make 855 profit over here. That's how much their profit they will make. Let's see what else they have to get rid of. They've got incendium arrows. A stack of 25 incendium arrows. They burn through anything that they hit. White sand. I should have more than enough sand around here if I just set my ponies to gather it. Carrot seeds. A glacium pick. Bronze flute. Yeah, see, I just don't need any of this. I will trade for just some iron or some bars then. Just in case, again, if somebody has a mood and they need metal bars and I still don't have it created. See, there's a rope, another cheap rope. Start stocking up on these ropes so I can make some traction benches. And how about some of these cheap bags too? There we go, 214 profit for them. They're fine with that. And now we can have our merchant stand down. Nothing else needed there from you guys. Good job, Hang Now. You didn't let us get ripped off too much. Except by those damn Azricum elves. Really, that's all that's going on around the fortress. It's 10th limestone, still just setting things up. Still building things. I don't really know what else we're going to be doing soon. I need to actually sit down and make some plans. You know, one thing we could do, instead of just wandering around aimlessly, is we could break into the caverns here. Could finally do that. There's an Olm pony. See, an animal pony with the head of an amphibious Olm. It lives underground and near water. And it shouldn't be too much of a hassle to kill it. It is just an Olm. But if we breach through here, we're going to have a lot of exploring to do. What's that? Apparently it's just a varmint. It's a floating light. Wafting around the cavern. There's a giant bat. Man, there's all types of stuff we're going to have to fight down here. Let's do it. We're going to breach in here. Set our miners right there. And I may actually have to split up our military squad soon. Because it's going to be extremely difficult for them to guard the top layer here and guard the entrance down there in the caverns. Better hotkey that too. Where is it? Right there. They broke through, so let's see. Hotkey that. And the bat has shown up. Let's send the military right here. I probably should have had the military waiting, and the bat screeches and gives chase after them. It swoops down into the entrance there. We've got Grimsis running, Twiggy's running, Chili Tomato Noodle is running. They're all running from the bat. That's awful. Somebody just slams the bat into the wall. Kizdeen Gix strikes the giant bat in the left lower arm with his copper pick, tearing apart the bat. It slams into the wall and is momentarily stunned. And they just did the worst possible thing those idiots could possibly do. They just ran into the cavern instead of going
up to safety. So let's see who's going to die here. We have Twiggy, our chief medical dwarf, the only dwarf that really matters at this point. Because he's the one who's going to be required to heal people. There we go. Somebody turns the corner. It's Paige. She lashes the giant bat in the upper body, bruising the muscle and bruising the liver. She pins it down to the ground, and they chop it to bits. So now we've got our military up here. There's Revo Kane, the militia commander, a proficient axe pony. Paige, a proficient axe pony. And the merchants are leaving soon. You know, we should be fine from the water here. Nothing's gonna come through. Well, something will eventually come through there. We don't have any area on the south part of the map where creatures can zone in. A cave troll, great. So Jefficorn and somebody else just cornered a cave troll and pummeled it down. Who do we have there? Revocane got in on the action, and so did Jefficorn. Jefficorn surprise berries. They completely demolished that troll. But let's see. This area right here, creatures can zone in from. So we've got this whole chasm that leads all the way up to that one little point that could spawn creatures. And of course we can have creatures spawn from the edge of the map here and from the north of the map there, which is what it looks like happened. There's a whole bunch of Crundles up there. Crundles are not going to be a problem for our ponies. We'll sick the military up there and let them rout this Crundle army. There they go. Jefficorn hacks the Crundle in the left upper arm. The arm sells off and slumps against the wall there. Yeah, he just shoots his web, wraps the Crundles up, and then goes and dispatches them. They don't stand a chance. They don't stand a chance at all. What is that now? A giant K, a Kresh. For centuries the Kresh spider was thought extinct, an evil servant of darkness, slain to the last by paladins. But something has recently resurrected them for unknown purposes. And you can see he just got hacked to bits. His legs just flew over the edge there, and a whole bunch more stuff just arrived. A male Naga. Nagas are the result of the evolution of serpent men. They have 4 arms instead of 2 and can equip some basic weapons. So there they are. We're going to have probably a lot of fights here. As soon as we kill something, as soon as we kill one creature, more are going to show up. Revocane strikes the female Naga in the head with the Crusher Shield, bruising the muscle and bruising the neck. The Naga swings at Jeff, but he ducks underneath. Revocane strikes the Naga in the head with his Crusher Shield, bruising the muscle and shattering the skull. It falls over. And the merchants are packing up and leaving. What do we got here now? A bee. Bonehelm Brute. A giant humanoid monster found in the deeps. Its head and neck are protected by a layer of bone resembling a helmet. And they quickly dispatch that too. No surprise. Jefficorn strikes the Bonehelm Brute in the left upper arm with the pommel. The weapon. Whoa! The blue bubble. Yeah, there's a blue bubble here now. We fought one of those in adventure mode. This could be fun. V is hungry and thirsty. Paige is nauseous. Q has an upper body injury. I don't know if these blue flames are actually going to kill anyone. Paige vomits and falls over. Q vomits and falls over. I think everyone is vomiting and falling over, and it's just a bloodbath right there. A whole bunch of Olm ponies charge from the north. And we swarm over him. The Olm pony breaks free of the web. It grabs Q by the throat and slams him on the ground, slams her on the ground. Q rolls to the side afterwards, avoiding an Olm pony hoof through the forehead. They give chase, chasing him all around. Jeff hacks the Olm pony in the left rear hoof, shattering it. Jefficorn strikes the Olm pony in the upper body, tearing apart the muscle and tearing apart the right lung. I don't know if they've got any hits on us. We're fighting them down over the edge there. Blood just pours down the crevasse here. It's gonna roll down into the river there. Some silverfish have shown up. Silverfish are a table-sized creature encased in a hard, silvery exoskeleton. 3 tail-like appendages at the end of their abdomen look strong enough to shatter bone, and their front legs sport a razor-sharp edge. Mandibles clattering incessantly, these are hive creatures, and their primal instinct is to bring food to the nest. Any food. And our ponies are trained to kill anything that moves, so it's funny how that works out. Everyone still has their name because we're just killing wildlife here. Dozens and hundreds of wildlives. This is all just warm-up. What is that? A delta beetle? A subterranean beetle identified by its large cobaltite shell is trying to scurry away. It gets wrapped up in Jeff's web. A whole bunch of them show up. Little pyramid creatures. Yeah, they just get completely stomped down. I don't think they've hurt any of us. There's Q, upper body, head bruise. V has a left rear leg bite. Jefficorn's freaky spider. Pony is fine. Paige is fine. We are missing one. Whoa, what? What? A whole bunch of delta beetles have just ran inside our tunnel here. We're gonna station the military right there. Everyone move down. Start chasing these beetles. Their only way they can go is up. Looks like they're gonna be cut off by Revocaine. He charged up the stairwell. Where's he going? He's gonna go rest. As long as the beetles don't make it through here, we should be fine. V strikes the delta beetle in the right mandible, and the mandible sells off. Military, you have a delta beetle around the corner, I think. Right there. Is that a delta beetle? Or is that a corpse? I think that's a delta beetle corpse, yeah. There's still two of them moving there, though. Thankfully, though, again, we haven't been attacked by anything that is more powerful than we are. We've just been stomping and stampeding over everything that comes our way. I'm going to leave the military right there. The merchants pack up and, of course, are all leaving. Might take them a while to put all their goods on their ponies and get out of here. It is 22nd limestone, population of 14. And I think we should be fine, actually. I'm going to let these beetles up here lay for a while. And let my ponies here get back to work. There goes Jeff to going to sleep. Is anyone in the hospital? I do want to check that real quick. I need to set up a hospital hotkey. There's Revocaine resting. He's got a head injury. He's got 28 kills, a whole bunch of zombies and skeleton creatures. Good lord. He owns a grand bedroom, and his head is cut open, and his head's fat is cut open. He needs cleaning and stitches. I'm sure the doctor will be there at some point, whenever he gets around to it. So yeah, I'll be back whenever the next little batch of excitement happens. Hopefully it's something more interesting than worthless beetles and silverfish. Something that'll actually challenge our ponies. Otherwise, our ponies may not have a challenge here. Again, I don't know how powerful they are, stat-wise, but they do seem to be quite badass. They just chop through everything. Okay, well, our ponies here have a slight problem on their hands. I just designated 2 farm plots to be placed so we can, start ramping up our own food production. We have plenty of stuff that we've bought, but if we're going to be getting a big wave of migrants at any point in the future, we need a bigger stockpile than this, and we can't depend on traders to supply us food. But back to the bad news, we have a whole bunch of these death pods here. A pod creature that is tainted by a dark influence. If attacked, will release an incredibly deadly gas. So, I have a strong suspicion that we're probably going to lose a few ponies here. I'm actually going to move the military back inside the entrance right there so they don't charge out. Oh god, they're coming after us anyways. The death pods are apparently aggressive as well. And it's getting ready to turn the corner. It's kind of hard to see through all this miasma from all the rotten stuff. No, it backed out finally. Oh, here comes a pony scurrying in. It was going to be a farmer up there, I think, planting that field. All these bodies are still decaying, throwing miasma everywhere, making people mad. But no, there's a fight going on. Who is it?
Jefficorn's fighting. Delta Beetle. Page is fighting. Maybe they're not fighting. I saw that red sea up there and I was a little bit worried. I'm hoping that the death pods will not be aggressive, that they'll just back off and possibly run away. There it is again. It's testing our resolve. Now it's got a buddy. And I think one of our ponies charged forward. So V, Peaches bristled, the proficient axe pony, 9 kills under his belt, 102 years old and a pony with beautiful wings. He charges forward. And he hits the death pod. The death pod is caught in a burst of death pod rot. V is caught in a pod of death pod rot. He hacks it in the lower front tooth with his battle axe. The tooth sails off, eviscerated, and he gives chase. There goes Kizdeen Gix, storing an item in a bag. The death pod, it's bruised, its tentacle is gushing death pod goo. V is somewhere around there. He flies off the edge and slams down onto the death pod, smashing it into the ground. Kills that one. Oh goodness, he's dehydrated. I don't know if this is oh god. Lower spine is rotten, upper spine is rotten, neck is rotten, brain is rotten. I am fairly certain that V has given his life to kill one death pod. Why couldn't you kill all of them? There's 2 of them left. One up there by the farm that is continuing to harass our farmers. We have Grimsis up there. And Ed being chased around. I don't think that it will be able to attack them. And I don't think that they will attack it, since they're not in the military. There's one of our woodcutters, Lord Mistmore, clearing the farmland up there. Oh, I'm just going to leave the military here. They will deal with the death pods if they try to come up our stairwell. I want to check the hospital. See if there's any hope for our Pegasus pony here. There's Revocaine, unconscious. Its head is dented, suffering from a concussion. Where's V at? He's getting a drink. Maybe he's gonna be fine. He's a tough, resilient pony. He could power through this. He's just sitting there dehydrated. I'm going to use V as a study case here, a test case. If he doesn't die soon, we're going to send the military up there to deal with these death pods. There's one death pod just coming around the corner. I think it might have went down the stairs. Absolutely disgusting. Yeah, we're clearing out farmland down here, even though we can't mine through this wall at all. Seeing as how it's hard stone. And the fight is on. Paige is fighting. The death pod is up there somewhere. I think it's on the stairwell. Paige is caught in the cloud of the death pod extract. They collide and tumble backwards. Paige hacks it in the core, and the severed part sails off in an arc. So I think that Paige was the only one who was hit there. I'm going to read through the log here real quick. Yep, all of the other ponies scattered out, and Paige took that one for the team. Let's see. Where are you at? She might have went to the hospital already. Now it's just Q, Jefficorn, and V. Well, no. We'll see what she does. Did V get treated? I need to check his medical history here. Or if he just ran away. He was treated on 9th Sandstone. He was evaluated. It is currently 13th Sandstone. So I think he did go get evaluated real quick, and the doctor just let him go. I want to check check our hospital real quick. See if Paige is getting evaluated in there. There's Revocaine, and there's Hangnail. There's Paige. Hangnail is diagnosing the patient, so with any luck, he'll be able to do whatever he's got to do to fix her. He says she's fine and cleared to go back to work, and she's going back to her station now. Thirsty, hungry, advanced rot on the neck, the brain, the upper and lower spine. These are some badass rainbow ponies, goodness. So far, the only one who has really suffered has been Revocaine, who is our militia commander. You know what, I'm actually going to replace you, Revocaine. You've been in that bed for far too long. Jefficorn, you're going to be sheriff and the commander now, until we get... I think I might actually make a new squad here in a minute. The sheriff is going to be topside, and the leader of the topside squad will be the sheriff. We need to put a barracks down here as well by the stairwell. That way we always have a squad down here guarding this entrance from anything that tries to sneak through. And we'll have one squad on top. So far these ponies are proving to be pretty dangerous warriors. They haven't lost a fight yet to anything that's shown up. Chili Noodle's been stung by a wasp. Cursed wasps. I don't think that the bee stings affect anything at all. From what I've seen, they don't. Oh, where's that last one at? I'm kind of tempted to go strike down that death pod. And to see what next is going to be thrown at us. There it is. So, military, let's give them a kill command. Charge the death pod, strike it down. The rot doesn't seem to affect us. Of course, everyone will probably fall over dead here in another week or so. It's just how it goes. Jefficorn hacks the death pod in the core, cutting it in two. And he's caught in the cloud of rot. And something new did show up, a cruller. I think we've seen those. A whole bunch of crullers did. A spiked ball walking on two legs. His skin is plump and eyes are green. You can see their little icon. They are definitely spiked balls walking around. Man, how many of them were there? Decent number. Well, charge him, military. Jefficorn hacks the cruller in the body with a steel battle axe. An artery has been opened by the attack. The other ponies are still up top. He's charged in there. V hacks the cruller in the right foot. The part sells off. The cruller attacks Jeff, but he jumps to the side. I think that's it. Where is this going on at? I think they chopped through them all already. Everyone's falling over and standing up, getting caught in the spider web. There they go, giving chase all the way down the valley to the bottom here. And it is Jefficorn, the bloodthirsty pony, the bloodthirsty rainbow pony. He's cornered three of them. He shoots his web at one and traps it, kills one, chops its leg off and throws it in the water. And then there was one. His web misses. He slams it into the hard rock wall head first and begins his triumphant gallop back to his post, wherever that is. I think I'm just going to leave them up here on the plateau for a while. Bat ponies have shown up, and there are bat ponies to kill. A Pegasoid with the head of a bat. It's just never-ending fun. Rectangle. Kill the bat ponies. Charge them! Draw the bat pony blood. If you can. How about... Here, we'll station them over there. There they go, they move. I thought brain rot might have been setting in. Dang it, I was worried. We have one farm plot. Finished. There they go. Wherever they're fighting. The bat pony kicks Paige in the head, tearing apart the brain. I think we lost somebody. Paige has been struck down by a bat pony. Finally, we lost one. It sails through the air. and rammed its hoof right through her head. Damn, right there. You can't see them through all of the miasma. It's awful. There's a fight going on somewhere, or there was. No way. Things just got serious. Are all the bat ponies dead? No, there's 2 named bat ponies, but worse than that, there's a skeletal land shark that has shown up. This is why I wanted 2 squads. A giant oceanic fish with rows and rows of razor-sharp pointed teeth, now on land. It's yelling at us. Okay. This is pretty fucking awful right here. Did we lose 2 people? We lost Paige there. I thought we had more people than that in the military. Oh, that's right, I had to take Revocaine out because he's in a coma. So that's 2 ponies down. Okay. Q, you are getting... No. Yeah, Q, no. V, you're gonna get your own squad now. I have to have 2 squads here. One has to be up top. Yeah, the other has to be underground. So let's see, how do I create a new squad here? I think we'll do L. There we go, metal uniform. I don't know this menu very well yet. They're called the National Dells. And congratulations, V. You are now the proud leader of the National Dells. And your first assignment is to get up here and kill the skeletal land shark before it's able to do any damage to the ponies up here. I don't know how quick it is. We're going to watch it for a minute. Just see everybody takes off running. It dives into the pond there, into the water. It surfaces with a nary a splash. It's pretty aerodynamic as it sails through the water as a skeleton. Comes up right by a stray pig. There's Clover, there's Lord Mistmore, our 2 ponies. It takes off after the pig, thankfully. I really hope V can handle this shark alone. Oh, he's got a long walk, though. And that pig is just squilling, running all over the place. It runs down to the beach, down to the trade depot. Thankfully, the shark is not very quick. And here we go. There is V, the militia captain, his first day on the job, and he comes face to face with the skeletal land shark. Good luck, V. The skeletal land shark slaps V in the head with its tail, bruising the muscle and bruising the next muscle through the hair. V's been struck down. What? It just slammed into you at full speed and just crumpled your body up into nothing. Okay, so that squad is down. National Dells, you are... This is awful. Here. They can stand down because they don't need to do anything. We're actually going to send the squad with Jefficorn and Q up here to hopefully deal with this thing. I have a strong suspicion that they're going to die too. Hopefully those bat ponies don't even bother to come in here, though. There goes one of our ponies. The skeletal land shark stands up, trips over in some webbing that somebody left. Okay. Still no military up here. That's right, keep leading it through the webbing. There it is, right here. And our first soldier has shown up. It's Q. Q has 11 kills. 73 years old. Upper body is dented from... I don't remember what creature did that, but... Oh goodness, we're gonna die here. That's all I can think of right now. Need Jefficorn to show up. I should... Oh, damn it. And she charges alone. Q Gleam Sheen charges on our new trade depot. Right after Merged Jewels, the skeletal land shark. And the skeletal land shark bites Q in the right rear leg, bruising the muscle. The skeletal land shark latches on firmly. It shakes her around by the right rear leg, tearing apart the muscle and bruising the bone. An artery has been torn open. Q is no longer stunned. And, he's probably about ready to rip it off. He pushes her back into the wall. She slams into it. Q is knocked over and tumbles backwards. She hasn't even had a chance to swing at him yet. He shakes her around some more, bites her around in the lower body, and tears a chunk off, spilling her guts on the ground. Well, Q, I believe that is it for you. Hungry and thirsty, guts on the ground, blood everywhere. Everyone else is gasping. It shakes her around once more and tears her in two and throws her on the ground. So now it is pretty much just down to yakety sax. As the rest of these people are going to be running around for their life. There is Chili Tomato Noodle. He's quite unhappy. He just grabbed, I think, Paige's body, or Q's body. The shark finally corners the pig and strikes it down easily. Then he enters the base there. The shark's going to end this all here. We finally met our match. There's Hangnail. He's hiding in his bedroom, the pink pea there. Revocane, you're still asleep. You're going to prove an easy meal for him. There he goes. Where is he going? All the way down here to the caverns or something? In fact, where's Jeff at? Where's Jefficorn? He's the last soldier that we've got. He's stationed down here. Hungry, thirsty. Is he paralyzed or something? Hungry, thirsty, no elevated wounds. Thought I changed the station location for them. Here. Tell him to station himself right here in the stairwell. That should put him on an intersect course for the shark. We'll try to track him here. I'll unpause it. I think I missed the shark. There goes a pea running away down the stairs, down into the caverns where it's safe. Might be able to find a place to hide from the shark, and there it goes. The shark casually opens the door to Hangnail's room there. I really should have forbid that door. Hangnail was completely unaware of the intruder that just burst through the doorway here. He was going through his drawers, proud of his belongings, and he pirouettes and slides out the door before the shark can latch on. Okay, so let's move Jeff up here. If Jeff dies, I'm just going to do one last quick draft of every dwarf available and send them into the military. Well, that was probably a bad idea. Yep, and the shark is not going to be fooled twice. He blocks the doorway. Hangnail slams into him. He's knocked over and tumbles backwards. Hangnail kicks the land shark in the left fin, tearing the cartilage. And then he tumbles backwards. The shark pounces, though. Latches on and shakes him around by the front leg, ripping it off and slamming him into the wall. And he is struck down. Well, that was our doctor. No, that was our manager, our broker, our bookkeeper. That was logistics. We no longer have a logistics department here. And just for good measure, that son of a bitch shark goes and destroys the statue there. A cyanite statue toppled by the skeletal land shark, just to prove that he is a dominator. I don't think Jeff can move. No, he's paralyzed. He's got to be. Otherwise he's glitched. He's got 45 kills though, good lord. He was a murderizer in his day. I think it's because of the rot. The rot must have finally got to him. Okay, well, one last stand here. Everyone's getting drafted into that squad. Except, well, yeah, I guess everyone, even Jeff. There we go. It is led by Dion, and let's just give the kill command. Where's the list at? Here, let me see if I can pull that up. L for list, and go ahead and kill Kirastrath, the land shark, if you can. There's a bounty to whoever can do it. get right back to him, and then we're gonna unpause it and watch the dwarfs throw themselves on top of his mighty shark body. There they go. The first dwarf goes for it. He was right there. He charges forward and is knocked backwards. The land shark bites him in the lower body and latches on firmly, shaking him around, slams him into the corner there, ripping him in two. And he bleeds to death, of course. The next pony steps up. It's Grimsith. He charges after the pony, but after the shark, but it bites him, latches on, shakes him around. He breaks free and tumbles backwards. He swings twice at the shark, but is shook around and bleeds to death. There's another pony, Clover, running up the stairs from the shark. Wait, Grimsith didn't die there? Who did then? Chili Tomato Noodle apparently stepped in and took the blow. Congratulations, Chili Noodle. You put up one hell of a fight at the end. Everyone else is running outside, running away. Apparently they don't want to fight. Wait, there's Jefficorn. He just needed to be put in a new squad, apparently. Did he kill? Did we miss it? I think so. Well, somebody came up and killed the land shark. Who killed it? Let's see. The skeletal land shark slammed into Grimsith. That's a tongue twister for me for some reason. What the hell? It knocked over and tumbles backwards. Grim lashes the land shark on the left fin, tearing the cartilage, and then latches on firmly. Well, that didn't kill the land shark. Who did? I have to know now. We need to know who killed it. Let's see. Jefficorn, I don't think he got up 45 kills. Clover, no. Twiggy, surely you didn't. Here, I gotta check Grimsith then. He's going to pick up his equipment. He didn't get the kill. Well, where is the land shark? I think whenever the skeletons die, I know that their bodies disappear, but... Okay, the fight wasn't over at all. Let's see, who died? Jefficorn hacks Grimsith in the head. Oh no, that's right, Jeff was gonna go beat Criminal. Now we gotta find out why Grim was a criminal. For vandalism. Well, his penalty was being beheaded by Jefficorn. Jeff walked up, hacked him in the head with the steel battle axe. The head flew off, and that was it for our hero, I think. Somebody slayed the shark. I'm gonna say it was Grim. I don't know who else. I don't know who else is in the God damn, I can't talk to the chat log here. Grim is the last one that dealt with the shark before striking it down. It bit Grim in the lower body. He broke free, tumbled backwards, lashed it in the fin, and then it disappeared like a mirage. Oh, what other monsters do we have to worry about now? We have 2 bat ponies still, a giant sea crab that we don't have to worry about because it can't get to us. Where's this bat ponies? The bat ponies are no threat. They're just flying around out there, no big deal. Clover, we're gonna redo this squad now. Even though we just formed this squad, we're gonna redo it. Jeff can go back to leading the Nests of Sport, and we're gonna put... I really wish Revocane would wake up. Damn it. He's the only other axe pony that we've got. I'm gonna put Revocane in there, and for now it's just gonna be Jeff. And some migrants have arrived just in time. Let's see how many there are here. Oh, we got two migrants that time. Let's see, what skills do they have? Novice shield user, that's good. Novice fighter, armor user, dodger. Well, you're going in the military, Bazak cream babies. And a novice mace pony, that's good. Shield, hey, they sent us exactly what we needed. Wonderful. Did they... There's fighting going on. Twiggy is angry, apparently, damn it. I gotta see real quick if they came with their own weapons and stuff. Crushed silk shoe. It would be wonderful if you came with it. I don't think they did, though. They came empty-handed, except for the clothes on their back. And this one's a spider pony. Absolutely freaky. Okay, so who's fighting? What's going on? Ed and Twiggy are fighting. Twiggy, what did you do? Twiggy kicks Ed in the upper body, bruising the muscle. Then Ed scrambles backwards. Run, Ed, run. Throwing a tantrum by attacking the expedition leader. Absolutely wonderful. There they go, down into the hospital. Ed runs into the graveyard, circles back out. Now where are they going? Don't take it to the cavern. Just get both of yourselves killed. Well, now Twiggy's gonna get a beating from Jefficorn. This is awful. He doesn't have beat criminal just yet. This is why it pays to have jail cells set up. So there's Jeff right there in Hangnell's old room. So you know what? Let's assign this to him. He's the sheriff. He needs fine lodgings anyways. Let's see. What else does he need to get out of red? Weapon racks, armor stands, and he needs his room to be engraved. That would probably at least put him in yellow, so that he wouldn't rage on us. If he rages, people are going to die. Now he's going to go beat a criminal. Absolutely wonderful. Where are you at, Twiggy? Because you're about to die here. Relationships. Jefficorn is about to kill his lover, Twiggy here. Twiggy worships Dismuth, deity of the Creek of Racing. Dizeth most often takes the form of a male slippy pony and is associated with lies. Don't ever accept the drinks from that type of pony at the bar. And Dimshas, the god, whatever. Dimshas, the inside of abbeys, is a deity of the Creek of Racing. Dimshas most often takes the form of a female Gorlak pony and is associated with scholarship. Oh. Now where are you hiding at? Right down there. You can't run and hide. Nope. Twiggy is still chasing after Ed, throwing a tantrum. And Jeff shows up. Jefficorn twists the embedded steel battle axe around in Twiggy's upper body. He then kicks Twiggy while she's down on the ground on the right eyelid, bruising the skin and tearing it. Hacks Twiggy in the first left hoof, shattering it. Also hacked him in the lower body, tearing apart the muscle and spilling the guts. Quit it! You've beat the criminal enough, you angry person. Twiggy's winded in extreme pain. Guts are dangling, right eyelid is hanging there. Oh, she's running away. No, Jeff is dragging Twiggy by the pony mane. Guts trailing behind, a long trail of blood. Now dragging him where? Up the stairs to the hospital? Apologizing profusely to your loved one. Don't tell me you're taking him down. No, I'm not going to the caverns. We'll check the hospital here. Surely that's where they're going. Don't die, Twiggy. Hold together. There goes Twiggy, being carried by Jeff, recovering the wounded, carrying his loved one into the hospital. The only horrible thing here is we no longer have a doctor because Jeff killed the doctor. The only person who could have saved Twiggy is now dead. Actually, Twiggy is our doctor. Damn. So the only person who could save Twiggy is now laying with their guts on the table. Unless they can operate on themselves. Let's see. Lord Mistmore has a little bit of talent in wound dressing. And Kisdeen Gix can diagnose just a little bit. I'm just going to enable a whole bunch of doctors here. Whoever gets to Twiggy first can practice their medical skill. We only have 2 idlers. That's fine. There we go. Put her on the bed. And no! Twiggy bleeds to death in Jeff's pony hands. He carries her to rest in the whatever this place is, the morgue, and then brings her guts over there too, and lays them on top of her. What a nasty long trail of blood. Ed is throwing a tantrum. Ed, just please be careful. Do not break stuff. Do not break the law. I'm sure that Jeff will be even happier to... Well, never mind. Ed strikes Clover all over the body, strikes him in the upper body, with bruising the true rib, shattering the true rib, bruising the left lung. Well, kicking your friends, you better believe that's a beating. You're gonna get it. Ed is throwing a tantrum somewhere. Where are you at, Ed? We need a huge migrant wave that's not gonna happen now. So, there's the Clover, unconscious, winded, miserable, probably paralyzed for life. Left tusk is gone. A once 8-legged pony with a majestic mane and magical tusks. Well, once magical tusks. Ed is very unhappy for some reason. He has a grudge with Revocaine, who won't die. Long-term acquaintance, Hangnail's dead. All of his friends are probably dead. Doesn't really have much going for him at this time. Is it a beating yet? Yeah, it's a beating. And Jefficorn is in Terminator mode. Just unpause it and watch his end here. He throws his sock, I think. An alpaca wool sock. He tears it off his hoof, throws it into the room there just as Jeff comes down the flight of stairs. He's propped up against the corner of the wall there. An unfinished bedroom, sobbing openly to himself. Jeff walks up and strikes Ed in the left front leg with the copper targe, bruising the muscle. Jefficorn bucks Ed in the left rear hoof and then strikes him in the right rear leg, bruising the muscle. Well, maybe he's lost his axe. I think he lost his edge. Yeah, he did. Jefficorn has dropped his axe, apparently. He's given up his beating ways after killing his lover. He's replaced it with a shield that he just bludgeons people down into the ground with while he kicks them repeatedly and bites them in the head, bruising the fat through his spider silk hood. He's unhappy, but he's still alive. And quite honestly, that is all that matters. We can fix you in the hospital. And Jeff is picking up equipment. Are you picking up your axe? I think he is probably picking up his axe. Well, Ed, that was strike 1. Don't give him a reason to come back and beat you again. Take your beating with a grain of salt and move on, Ed. It's not worth it. I think he picked up the axe again. And I know some of you are saying, no, give your sheriff a training dummy sword or something. Give him a soft sponge to beat people with. I let the sheriff grab whatever he wants. If he wants to grab an axe, he can grab an axe. If he wants to grab a shield and bludgeon people down, he can. It's personal choice. It's whatever the dwarfs want to use, they are allowed to use. I don't set too many laws in my fortress. I let the ponies decide for themselves. Sometimes it's for the worst, sometimes it's not. So let's see what monsters we have hanging around. Still the 2 bat ponies and the giant sea crab. We've been given a brief respite from all the insanity. We're down to 8 ponies, which is quite awful. I don't have a lot of places set up that I need to get set up. I need to get bedrooms set up. I need to get more barracks set up. I need to get doors on all of these rooms, but all of my dwarfs have been busy scrambling around trying to defend the fortress. Let's see. There's Lord Mistmore setting the bone on Clover's leg. It's his first day on the job, and we don't even have traction benches. I need to get those made. Let's see. Right here in the workshop. Mechanics workshop. Make traction bench. Traction benches, you need them in the hospitals. Again, to set broken bones and stuff like that. To make them, you have to have a table and a chain or a rope. And then you probably also need gears, actually. Gears can be made in the mechanics workshop there. Rope you have to make in a clothing workshop, or buy it from a merchant, which is the easier way. And the peasant is fighting. The dwarf I haven't even named yet is fighting. The skeletal sprite strikes him. Oh, come on, where is this going at? There's Jefficorn, and doing an individual combat drill. There's Xenon there. Well, you better defend yourself. I think he did. Good job. Well, I'm going to have to get them named at some point. Has anybody lost their title? Anybody lost their name? No. Just those 2 new recruits. What are these E's real quick? Zombie Sprite. Wonderful. National Dells can stand down, and this squad can go right there and try to deal with these sprites. Oh, well, wonderful for you, Mr. Xenon. I might actually let you even keep the name Xenon and put you in our military. In fact, yeah, you're not getting another name change. That is your name now. We'll see what rank you work yourself up to. Congratulations, you can take over for Revocane, who we hope will someday wake himself back up and join us on the battlefield. So it is 8th Timber, late autumn. Provided we're not going to be killed by anything here, I'm going to stop recording for a bit and let the dwarves, the ponies, the dwarf ponies, the rainbow dwarf magical ponycorns, sort everything out here. So much death. It's awful. It's horrible. Well, those death pods did eventually get to us. It took a while. It took till 10th Timber from whenever they attacked, but finally, our first victim, Jefficorn, our military leader there, has suffocated from his brain rot injuries. Xenon, I guess that means you get promoted to a leadership position there. And we're going to put Bazat in there, who I didn't even get a chance to name. Let's see, who are you going to be? You know what? I got a name for you. You're going to be Robo Pony. And your duty is to dispense justice out here, even though I have a feeling that you guys are going to be murderized soon. That we've lost all of our good warriors. I'm not even sure what weapons these guys are going to choose. They're probably going to go with something dumb like their fists. It's known to happen. I might have to actually assign this stuff. Let's see. Individual choice melee. Nope, I don't believe you need any such thing. You're going to take a forged steel battle axe, and Robo Pony, same thing for you. You get the second one there. Just want to make sure that they have a weapon that can actually cut through something, instead of trying to pummel a cave troll to the ground with your hoofs. You can slice them to ribbons. Clover, don't do this. You don't want to fuck with anyone. At least you're throwing a tantrum from your hospital bed. You're completely immobilized. You're unconscious. Ability to grasp is somewhat impaired. I did make a new medical dwarf, a chief medical pony, which is Kizdeen Giggs. Sheriff, let's see, that is going to be, I guess, Xenon for now. The leader of our only squad. Revocane, you gotta wake up soon, damn it. I'm gonna tear his bed down. Remove that bed, dump him on the floor. See if that will stir him to movement. We'll leave him there for a while. Don't turn him. I want his bed sores to fester for a bit. What is that? That must have been the sprite that we killed so long ago. Well, that's the only thing that's happened then. We've lost Jefficorn. I don't think we have anyone else who has been afflicted with the rot, but I could be mistaken. No health problems on Ed. I think everyone else who had the rot was already killed in battle by that damn land shark. Yeah, I need to get a tomb dug somewhere as well. Maybe off to the sides here. Right through here, just one small hallway that leads back to a bunch of little catacombs, little individual tombs for people. Maybe I'll do that. Gotta get these bodies out of here. They're rotting away. It's disgusting. Okay, I'm out of here. And it's that time. We've just had 2 snatchers pop up out of nowhere along with a Meowkin caravan. And the snatchers destroyed one of the front doors that was guarding our stairwell from outsiders. So they might be coming through, and the caravan is right here. And they've actually taken a couple shots at them. The trade depot was just destroyed. What do we have now? What destroyed my depot over there? Let's see, we have 2 ancient Etten thieves. Those are the snatchers that showed up. It can't be one of the Ettins that destroyed my trade depot, because they're up there. Okay, let's scramble the squad. We'll send them right out here to try to help the merchants. Because right now the merchants, well, merchants have pinned one down to the ground. Another snatcher pops up right here on the edge next to Robo Pony. Another ancient Etten. Somebody shoots web at him. The ancient Etten thief is caught in the web and he falls over the edge of the cliff, slamming onto the hard shell sand below. Robo Pony hacks the Etten in the left leg, tearing apart the fat. And over here, the Meowkin swordsman stabs the Etten in the left head, fracturing the skull. So, they're fighting the Etten over there, striking it down, striking both of them down. The archer there is just filling that one full of arrows. Looks like there's Xenon. One of them got the kill. It wasn't Robo Pony. Xenon killed Utz, Pillar Thief, the ancient Etten. Good job, Xenon. And they station themselves right here now. Another snatcher. That is a fallen dwarf female thief. Once upon a time, this was a short, sturdy creature fond of drink and industry. The horns growing from their back like shattered wings are merely the first of their many differences. Oh, goodness. It's a little dwarfy icon right there. Another snatcher. Another ancient Etten. We don't have any children ponies for them to snatch. Right next to Lord Mistmore. Oh, Xenon charges after that pony. That Etten snatcher, I mean. Another snatcher. Another fallen dwarf maceman. He's chased off by the Meowkin, whatever that is. The Meowkin maiden swordsman right there. Thankfully we had a backup trade depot over the edge here. Who is fighting now? Finally they strike that one down. Xenon hacks the Etten thief in the left head and it sails off. And the beast quits twitching. So all of them are dead. You can see all of these E's here. These are all snatchers, all Etten snatchers. There's another thief. A Malix thief. Cat-like humanoids called Linians with black fur. Their sticky fingers never miss a chance to steal things and take them back to their den, forcing victims to seek out their lost items. Distracted by the sight of Fellvine, which I don't think we have any Fellvine. It's webbed up and struck down. Rather quickly, I think. Meowkin swordsman chops it in the head. Lots of head chopping going on. Plenty of driftwood, and I think it's snowing. Yeah, snow on the ground now. It's 18th Timber, late autumn, and it's our summertime beach resort is now moving into winter. I need lots of things made, but I don't have any craftsmen with talent. I need lots of doors created. That way I can seal this up before snatchers start appearing inside. Oh, what monsters do we have on the screen? Zombie big roaches, undead, they're behind us here. They're not going to be anything to worry about. Our military could easily stomp through them. Looks like Robo Pony is going to charge after there now. He uncovers a thief. Was that a kobold thief? A ferocious race of tribal beings who possess enormous strength. They despise the Luminoth. And it slips past our Robo Pony there. Another thief pops up. This little M is a Mylinx thief. And another thief pops up. A Kinder thief. A short and slim creature with a tendency to borrow things for an indeterminate period of time. Robo Pony gives chase and strikes down that one. He turns around and is destroyed by something. What the hell struck him down? A skeletal big roach bit him in the head, jamming the muscle through the brain. I don't know if they're normally that dangerous or if it just got a lucky bite there. It bit him in the head twice. And the second time it latched on and shook him around. Well, balls. This is awful. Okay, everyone that can be in the military, get in the military. This is how forts fail, by the way. This is the downfall of forts. You know your fort is doomed whenever you have to actually draft everyone into the military. Everyone station yourselves out there. And Revocane finally died from thirst. Somebody's fighting. Lord Mistmore hacks the quick troll in the lower body down here. Well, good job, Lord Mistmore. He was down there trying to farm. And he just got swarmed by a bunch of Roth bulls. He was getting ready to go over the edge when they stampede onto the screen. Wait, he might have slipped by them. I'm not sure. Somebody's fighting up there. Kizdeen Gix is giving chase to the Ing thief there. They roll around back and forth, and I think Kizdeen just got stabbed. The thief stabs Gix in the upper body from the side as they spin around, bruising the muscle and bruising the right lung. Kizdeen rushes right past one, right past the Ing thief, and then bucks the Ing thief in the body with the rear hoof, bruising the muscle and bruising the guts as he swings by. And they're just going around and around and around through the doors. Someone else shows up. Looks like Lord Mistmore shows up. And they give chase with the thief. Back and forth they go, trading blows, blows with each other. I don't know. I'm out of it. All of my ponies are dead and dying. It's a horrible turn of events. Lord Mistmore's been knocked unconscious with a blow to his head. The Ing thief is just toying with him right now. It's bruised all over. Main claw is broken. Other main claw is bruised. Left lower arm is broken. But still not showing any signs of slowing down. She just dances circles around him, jumping on top of his head, laughing and shrieking. Lord Mistmore's hungry, unconscious. Oh, and Gix is doing his best to strike down the thief. But from what I can tell, these are the only two people we've got that are actually doing anything. There we go. Mistmore wakes up, he's in extreme pain, and he charges after the Ing thief. They collide and tumble backwards. The thief is knocked down. I think Mistmore got the last laugh. He shows up there, and he shakes it around by the second left arm, tearing the arm off and throwing the Ing thief onto the ground. So he's going to go run to the hospital, probably, which will be a death sentence for him. Horribly enough. And Kizdeen Gix gives chase to the skeletal big roach there. He strikes that one down. He enters a martial trance, strikes that one down. He does a backflip, cuts that big roach down. And all the big roaches are dead. So yeah, that big roach just got a lucky strike on the other one. Somebody's giving chase there. A skeletal green Narcargaruga. What is that? Let's check real quick. A uniquely evolved wyvern that calls the forest its home. It hides itself in the shadows and slyly stalks its prey with terrifying speed and tenacity. Its unique tail can take down a medium-sized monster in a single swish. And it's fighting the Mukins right now. No, our lone soldier gives chase. Kizdine gives chase. They punt it across the ground. And apparently got a blow on him. Wow, it messed him up. He's unconscious. Left rear hoof's broken. Lower body is bruised. Pancreas is bruised. He just slammed into him a couple times. And now he's going to be stomped down by a bunch of skeletal Brahmin. Yep. One of the skeletal Brahmin stampedes right on top of Kizdine, squashing his head into the ground. And now they're doing battle with the Mukins down there. So who do we have left? We have Ed and Clover. And we have Govos and Xenon. Where are they at? Everybody is in the hospital. Yeah, this was the tomb area I was going to have built. It was going to be connected to the sides here and be connected to the morgue. But that is not to be. Xenon is unconscious and going to die. Lord Mistmore is unconscious and going to die. Clover is unconscious and going to die. And Ed is hungry, miserable, and drowsy. In his bed right there. He's running around babbling. So at some point he went berserk. I did not notice that. Well, that's the end of our pony fortress here. Outpost Spoken Wasps. I think I'm gonna actually stop recording. And I'm gonna let the game just run until all of them are dead. Maybe we can get a huge migrant wave to show up, but I highly doubt it. The skeletal and zombie Brahmin are giving chase, chasing away the merchants. Just bucking and kicking and stampeding and crushing everything that comes their way. They just struck down the mule. It wasn't quick enough, and the Brahmin overwhelmed it. That Mukin's putting up a fight. Morse dessert sprayed. The Mukin lad merchant. His left upper arm's been bit off, though. Gored off. And they're just kicking him across the ground now. And he's down. Another one bites the dust. Got a stray piglet, another stray pig there. So yeah, I'll come back whenever they're dead, or if we get migrants, one of the two. Okay, well, it finally happened. Somebody snapped. Of course, we've got Ed running around babbling, but Clover is in a berserk rage. Got a look of anger and hate in her eyes, and she turns the corner and actually leaves him alone. There she goes. She's running up and down the stairwells, and finally she sees him. She sees Ed. He's crawling around babbling in the silk web that she shoots out, and she charges after him, kicking him into the ground. Chasing him into the room there. I don't have my menu up. Let's see, what weapon does she have? Oh, she has a forged steel battle axe. She hacks him on the left rear hook. Ed stands up and tries to gallop away. She slams him into the wall, and he's down. There's only 2 people left, and they're in the hospital. It's Govos, Lord Mistmore, and Xenon. Everyone else is now dead. And Clover, so far, for the most part, has just been standing around on this level right here, after she went berserk. She may not go hunting. She may not actually hunt them down. These guys will probably die of thirst and dehydration soon. Hungry, thirsty. Hunger will be setting on soon. So, then there were 3 left. 3 living ponies still in the fortress. 2 are bedridden, and 1 is bloodthirsty. And let's see. A Roth comes charging in there. Clover gives chase and drop kicks it, stopping it dead in its tracks. However, it just looks at her confused after she hacks off the right, damn, the right two legs, the right front leg, the left front leg, the right rear leg. It only has one leg left. And that is, no wait, she just dehoofed it. So let's see, it's got 3 legs left, but no hoofs. Okay, that is extremely creepy. You deserve to die, Clover. You hacked off its feet. Now all it has is stumps. Bony stumps. It's faint. It's laying there. Paige is unconscious. Its left tusk is gone. And finally, the Wraith gores her into the ground. It has the name Feldnell now. And then there were only 2. These 2 clowns in here who are probably going to die alone, laying in bed. However, if they go berserk, they may stand up and one of them may kill the other, because Clover was in here, in this hospital, before going berserk, and then running up the stairwell, hanging out for a while, and then killing Ed, and then getting stomped into the ground. Oh well, this fortress will be over with soon. Well, go ahead and take a moment of silence for our fortress here. There's only 1 pony left at Spoken Wasps. It's 7th Opal. We only made it to midwinter. Didn't even make it out of the first year of our expedition here before failing completely. You can see the Wraith Bulls have taken over our fortress topside. They're a large herbivore and living in the undergrounds. Except now they've moved on to the beach and taken over our beach house. They're domesticated for milk and meat and also used for pack animals, or for crushing the spirit and hope of your fortress whenever they're already down and out. The only pony left is Lord Mistmore there, starving and dehydrated. And I don't think we'll be getting any migrants to come save the day and continue this fortress. I'm not going to reclaim this place either. No, I won't reclaim it. Reclaiming can be fun, but it could also start us with something like 26 heavily armored and equipped axe ponies and swords ponies, and then we would be invincible, and I'd actually have to do work to keep this fortress going, and I don't know if I want to do that. Oh, but it was fun. It was a nice little experiment. I may actually do one more fortress after this one. But I am going back to adventure mode after this. I'm probably also going to do Cataclysm or something like that. Another video. I got a couple other roguelikes planned that I still want to get to that I've been talking about for a while. They'll be coming up. You can see the stream there also froze and stopped flowing. So we could, if we weren't being chased out, dig a tunnel through there and then put doors, and we could have a path to the beach here that would only be accessible whenever the water was no longer flowing. So for half of the year it would work, and for the other half it'd be blocked by water. Just little fun projects like that. But now it'll be no more. Let's see, how many kills did you have? You had one notable kill, Ing the Thief, the Drokologologager, and the Quick Troll. Oh well, I think I'm going to go ahead and abandon the fortress then. Instead of waiting for this guy to starve to death. Who knows when it's going to be. Starving, dehydrated. He could just be sustaining himself on hope and the occasional fly that lands on him. He doesn't even have the comfort of miasma anymore. Even that's gone. He's a tough one. Maybe we'll see him in adventure mode. Find his skeleton if we manage to bump into this place while exploring. If we can make it here, that is. Be one hell of a journey. Oh well. It's time to close this fortress down. The beach resort has been abandoned, and the ponies will not be able to expand out. Another tough blow for their empire.